everyone, it's Suzo. I'm doing my next YouTube video with more life updates. Don't really have a whole lot to talk about this week. It's been fairly quiet. I did have a super sad moment earlier this week. I left to go get groceries and left the dogs out on their own, and they chewed on this chair that has a lot of sentimental meaning to me. I got really pissed about it, but I mean, they're puppies, it happens. I needed to get the chair reupholstered anyways, but it was kind of a downer. This chair's been in every house that I've lived in since before I was born, and it's been one of the few things in my life that I've carried with me everywhere I've gone. So 15-minute trip to the grocery store and they screwed it up, so a little angry about that one. I don't know if any of you guys follow me on Facebook. I think most of you probably do, but I had the overwhelming urge earlier this week to do half a face of makeup to kind of show the difference between what I look like makeupless and with makeup, and I really enjoyed it. It was super fun, and I'm thinking in the future I may do some similar style stuff where I have a regular face on one side and then do like crazy makeup on the other side. Don't know if you guys would find that interesting. If you do, please comment below, because I'd like feedback for what you guys would like to see. Oh my god, kids are coming this week. I'm very excited about that. I've got two adorable godchildren. I've got a godson named DJ and a goddaughter named Lily, and I love them both. And I'm very excited to see them, and they're going to come play at the new house and play with their puppies, and their mom's coming with them, and I'm super excited to see her. So that's happening later this week, and hopefully I'll have a video next week whenever it's all said and done. I worked some more on the costuming cave, and I'm thinking if I can get it set up the way I like it, that potentially that's going to be where my videos are shot, because it's got a bunch of the cool props and stuff that I've worked on throughout the years. And I'd love to show you guys all that stuff, because eventually I want to show you guys a whole bunch of cool videos about costuming and things like that. Speaking of which, again, for those of you who follow me on Facebook, I posted some concept sketches for Wasteland Weekend. Ooh, I'm so excited! I'm also freaking out. It's about a month. A month. I can't do it. But I've got some ideas for what I want to do, and something that I've always kind of had an issue with is I'm not really confident in my own skin, and being mostly naked in public makes me feel uncomfortable. It's like I'll wear jeans and like a hoodie year long just so people can't see me, and I'm thinking that I'm gonna go mostly naked for most of this event, and I'm gonna get some empowerment in on that one. I'm really excited about it. I have officially figured out what I'm doing, and I've had a wonderful source of inspiration for our actual campsite, because you have to build a giant, like, apocalyptic campsite as well. And I've been kind of up in the air with what I wanted to do, but I think I finally found that spark I was looking for in the campsite side of things. And obviously my costumes I'm really excited about. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks or so we're gonna do a quick trip thrifting, and I'm gonna go buy everything thrift. Oh, in case you couldn't tell by the fact that you can see both of my hands, I have figured out a secondary way. I actually own one of the old school flip video cameras, and I am currently shooting on that, and I hope it turns out well. I mean, we'll see whenever I upload it. But it looks like this may be a temporary solution until my nice camera's back online. Maybe I'll keep it like this, because this way I can travel with it and do all sorts of fun stuff. And pretty cool about that. And I had a question for the general populace, I guess. So right now I'm out here alone, with my big dogs. And I have realized that I have become afraid of the doorbell. Like every time the doorbell rings, I'm like, oh, somebody's coming and they're gonna rob me. I don't own any stuff. Why am I worried about them robbing me? I have nothing to steal besides the yellow couch. It's like, what are you gonna take? Also, I think the dogs have a really sick sense of humor, because they'll wait until like I'm kind of like calmed down and it's dark and it's quiet, and then they'll both go nuts like somebody's breaking in, and like all the fur stands up on the back of their, like on their backs, and every time I nearly pee my pants because they'll both do it and they'll run around the house like, oh, somebody's coming to get us, and there's nobody. They're just doing it to make sure that I stay on my game. So that's one of the things in the world that I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but me and doorbells, no longer friends. And I mean, even when the doorbell rings and it's just a normal like guy, like we had a guy come who was trying to sell us some new power, and I was just like, no, go away. I mean, I remember as a kid I would look forward to the doorbell ringing, and now don't ring my doorbell, don't come near my house. If you're showing up, call me, text me, do something like that. Don't just ring a doorbell. It's not cool. Also, I got ding dong ditched like twice. They didn't leave like poop or anything like that, but doorbell rang, I opened the door, nobody was there. It's very annoying. I think that's kind of all I have to talk about, seeing as I've spent like the last 2 minutes talking about doorbell stuff. I think I'm just trying to displace all of the stress I'm currently bottled up about Wasteland, because I have a lot of stuff to do, and I'm a lover of lists. I write lists down all the time. I'm the queen of lists. I'll make a list for everything that I can, because it helps me kind of organize my thoughts and figure out what I'm doing and kind of do all that stuff. And I finally finished my my official shopping list for like camping supplies and like food things and like weird products that I can't just like go out to the thrift store and find. And the number's a lot higher than I had originally thought it was going to be. I've managed to bring it back down. It's when I realized that a lot of the stuff that I was looking at buying, I can buy cheaper, and I've gotten a lot of advice from people who've gone to this event in the past, and they've said, oh, well, you don't need that. It's not a really important thing. And I've managed to get a couple things gifted to me from my family, from friends, and it's kind of brought it down, but it's still a little bit more dinero than I want to spend on it. So hopefully I will find, maybe I'll like hit some thrift store like giant like gold pile, and it'll have a bunch of stuff that I need in it, and I'll just have to buy like the bare necessities for like full price, which would be awesome. That would be ideal. Trying to think if there's really anything else that I need to go on about. I've been eating super unhealthy the past week. Not that that's really relevant, but send more pasta if you can. I'm currently on a worldwide expedition for like weird car pieces and like bike tires and like car tires and the pull tabs off of like cans of soda and bullet casings and animal bones and all of this stuff. Again, for Wasteland, I need some stuff to decorate with. So if you have any laying around and you're bored, send it to me. Or do something along those lines. Or tell me where you found them. Because that's the big thing. It's like out here in the middle of the desert, there's, like, I don't know anybody yet, so I can't like walk to the local like bar and be like, actually I contacted the local bar and was like, hey, I'm looking for like the pull tabs off of sodas, and they're like, everything we use is either bottled or it comes in like the big boxes, so nothing to use. But I don't know my neighbors well enough to be like, hey, can you guys collect the tabs off your soda for like a couple weeks? it'd be a really big help for me. And I don't know how to go about asking for such a stranger, like, hello, I'm your new neighbor, I just moved in, I haven't talked to you at all. Will you collect, like, your cans of soda and give them to me? I feel like if I said this, they would call the police. Probably. I mean, I would call the police. I mean, yeah, I'd call the police. Goes back to the doorbell thing. Crazy people. If you have any ideas for cool inspiration, or if you have some secret trick for making something look awesome and old, I'd love to hear it. If you don't, I still want to hear from you. Totally just forgot what I was going to say. I'm also going to play with the idea of doing as little sewing as possible with these costumes, because my concept I want to run with all of the clothing I'm creating for this event is I don't know how to sew. Like, I'm really bad at it. Like, I'm not allowed near people's nice sewing machines because I touch them and they instantly stop working. So I either hand stitch or I find other ways to do it, and I want to kind of incorporate that into all of my post-apocalyptic costumes. So I'm thinking about doing things like riveting clothes together, or like using eyelets or screws and bolts. And it's like, I think it'll go pretty okay, but I'm not 100% on it. I also may see if I can figure out how to like duct tape clothing together and then stitch through it so it gets it a little extra strength on either side. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll like put duct tape in between the layers. Yeah. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks or so, one of these videos will be all about the costumes that I'm currently working on, and I'll be able to give you guys a bit of a tour of the costume cave and the pieces that I'm working on. Fingers crossed. Also, I'm super excited because I love doing really big projects on small time budgets. Like, I don't know why I always do this, but like the last 15 minutes is like, yes, I need to get it done now. And this whole project is gonna be like that, because every single thing, it's a full 360 immersive event. So every single thing that is visible needs to look the part. So like, there's going to be a strict rule in the camp that we're camping with that like cars have to be covered. You can't have them visible at all. No one can know they're there. If they are visible, they have to fit the theme. You can't like go buy a nice tent and like put it up and be fine. Nope. It has to be ratty and torn and look like it's gone through heck and back. Can I say hell? I'm gonna say hell. Go through hell and back. And this is such a big build. Normally people do it in large groups, or they do it months in advance, or they hire people in. Well, I don't have anybody to help me with this one out here. It's like some of the pieces will be worked on by Hawk and Fox, who are the two guys that are going with me. But like the big stuff, I gotta get it done before they get here, because they're gonna get here like a day before we leave. So it's gotta be done, because we can't do it in that last day. So this is a huge project, and I'm undertaking it by myself. And I'm really excited about it, I think. I think it's gonna be awesome. I'm pretty excited. As far as it goes, that is all the news in the land of Suzo, and as always, thank you for watching. I'll be putting out new videos every Monday. Still haven't decided. I almost forgot to do it today because I forgot it was Monday. And please comment and subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your family's friends and your friends' family, and thanks for watching!